Hello, I am here with Foxtrot Games, and we're going to be doing a 3-player playthrough of the upcoming Kickstarter game, The Search for Planet X. My name is Mallory, and I am here working with Foxtrot on marketing, and this is Randy.
Hello, I'm the owner of Foxtrot Games and one of the developers on The Search for Planet X.
And
I'm John Olson, Doomsday Robots, design zoography and Bridges to Nowhere.
Doomsday has very graciously let us use their space. And behind the camera, we have Marco, who is doing all this fantastic tech work for us. So we're going to be showing you how to play this game. It's going to be on Kickstarter in early October. We have a couple cool pieces to kind of show you before Randy starts teaching the game. We have these awesome little observatory pieces, which are going to be a stretch goal as the player pieces. And this is an app-based logic deduction game. So Randy, I'm going to go and give it to you.
All right. So in The Search for Planet X, which is designed by Ben Rossett and Matthew O'Malley and coming out from Foxtrot Games, you are playing Astronomers. It is an app-driven logic puzzle game, as Mallory mentioned. So we're going to be trying to find where Planet X is located. The app will generate a map that will follow a number of predefined logic rules, and we'll be using the app and taking actions, scanning the night sky, looking for comets, gas clouds, asteroid fields. There's logical relationships between all of the objects. So, for example, there are 2 comets in every map, and they are always in prime numbered sectors. There are 4 asteroid fields, and they are always adjacent to at least one other asteroid field. So you'll find them in 2 pairs or all 4 in a row. Now, the game has 2 modes, a standard mode and an expert mode. We're going to be playing on the standard shorter game, which is 12 sectors. So here there are 12 sectors, and 10 of them have 1 object in them, and 2 of them are truly empty. And then the numbers for all the different things, 2 comets, 2 gas clouds, 4 asteroid fields, a dwarf planet, and then Planet X. Now, what's interesting is when you take your actions, if you find Planet X, it actually appears empty when you do scans and target. So if you were to target the sector with it, it would tell you that it was empty. You're going to have to find the other objects and find a number of logic rules that relate to Planet X, going to conferences and getting some news. And then after we find enough of the objects, you'll be able to deduce where Planet X must be, which one of those seemingly empty sectors contains Planet X. So the way a turn works is there is a time track on the board, so all of the pieces will be moving around, orbiting the sun just as time passes. The different actions will each take a different amount of time, and when you take your action, if it takes 3 time, for example, you would move your piece 3 sectors like this, and the player who's in the back is going to be the next one to go. Once we all take an action and move out of this sector, the Earth will orbit the sun some more, and it'll come up here until where it reaches the sector where the farthest back piece is, making a different part of the night sky visible. So you'll only be able to scan and target in this particular part of the sky that's visible at the time. The actions are you can take a scan, which will let you pick a range of sectors in the visible sky and look for a count of objects of a particular type. So you tell the app, for example, here the visible sky is sectors 3 to 8. You could say, I want to scan from sectors 4 to 7, that range, looking for gas clouds. And the app will tell you if there's 0, 1, or 2 gas clouds in that range. Now, the scans take a different amount of time based on the range. The app will tell you what it is. It's on the player sheet here also. 3, I think it's on your score sheet, yeah. 3 for a wider scan, 4 for a focused narrow scan. Okay. The other action is you can target. This is something you can only do twice per game, so you've got 2 target tokens here that you can spend. This will also take 4 time, and you target a particular sector, and the app will tell you what's in that sector. So you might say, I want to target sector 4, and it will tell you, there's an asteroid field there. As I mentioned about Planet X, if you do target the sector with Planet X, the app will tell you sector 4 appears to be empty. Remember, it could be truly empty, but it might also be where Planet X is located. So that's the target. The one other action that you can do is you can attend a conference. When we generate the map, the app will create 6 conferences, and these will be about the relations of different objects. So there might be a conference called Asteroid Fields and Comets, or Dwarf Planets and Gas Clouds. And it will give you a new logic rule that's particular to our particular map. So it might say all gas clouds are within 3 sectors of a comet, for example. So that'll give you a logic rule. It's not true in every game, but it's true in this particular map, that logic rule. All the logic rules that I mentioned on your screen apply in every game, but this will be specific. And that takes 2 time to go to a conference. And then the big thing you're trying to do is locate Planet X. To locate Planet X, you need to know what sector Planet X is located in, but also what objects are on either side of it. So this is over here on the right side of the screen. You'll need to know, like, Sector 5 is where Planet X is. Sector 4 is an asteroid field, and Sector 6 is truly empty. And you'll enter that into the app. That takes 5 time, and if you get it right, that will trigger the end of the game, and everybody will have a last opportunity to score some points. And we can get to that part when we get to it. It's written over there on the screen exactly how that works. If you're wrong, though, the game you spend your 5 time, and the game continues. Other players taking their actions. So the way you score points is by locating Planet X. Obviously, the first person to do that gets 10 points, and then everyone else can get a partial credit based on where they are when you do that. And the other way is by publishing theories. So as the game progresses, players will have opportunities to publish theories. So as this as the Earth orbits the sun, there will be these markers that indicate a theory submission phase. So when we get to that, if this player were to take their action, before we got to the purple player's next turn, we would have a theory submission phase. Each player could select a theory they wanted to publish. So like if I thought Sector 6 had a gas cloud, for example, I would pick my gas cloud token. Everybody would pick them simultaneously. So once everybody had their one theory selected or opted to pass, then players would, in turn order, back to front, so starting with the last player, would put their theory out on the board. So purple,
on any visible?
On anywhere in the night, not just a visible sky, anywhere on the board you can say, I believe. Yeah. And then green.
So then I would go, oh, that's definitely there.
Yeah, and I'd say that's so. Now that's face down, so players can't quite see it yet. Thematically, it will begin going through the peer review process. So after everybody has published their theories, every token will slide in one space, and it'll start undergoing peer review. And then as the game progresses, we'll get to more and more of these. We'll have another chance to publish more. These will keep moving in at each spot. And once a token reaches the center, the peer review is complete. And going clockwise around the board, we'll reveal, so all these would be in here. We reveal one and say, the peer review, is Sector 1 really an asteroid field? We'll interact with the app, do the peer review. You'll either be correct, in which case any other tokens there will be revealed. Anybody who's already published about an asteroid field can score the points for that. The first player who does it, or even if multiple players do it at the exact same time, they still get the credit for it. You get a bonus point for publishing there first. Once it's revealed what the correct answer is, then nobody else can publish a new theory there. If you're wrong, if we flip this over, and let's say Mallory was wrong, Sector 2 is not a gas cloud, we'd remove this, you wouldn't get it back, so you couldn't reuse it, and you would suffer a one-time penalty for wasting the peer reviewer's time. So you would move one sector ahead. And we'd go all the way around again. If you were wrong and there were other theories behind there, we would just leave them out until they got through their peer review process like normal. So the correct theories are worth the points, and those are shown on your score sheet. Dwarf planets and asteroid fields are 2, comet is 3, gas cloud is 4, and then the 1 point bonus if you're the first person to publish the correct theory, if you're among the first people to publish the correct theory in that sector.
And then it stays on there until
it'll stay on there, yeah. So then it's something everybody knows. So it does give the feel of scientific investigation. Oh, you were investigating Sector 1 or asteroid fields. I was over here, but I get to benefit from your information. Now I can't publish there anymore, but I've learned that I can mark that off on my score sheet. The note sheets do have, as you can see on Mallory's sheet there, every possible object in each possible sector is there. And once you start ruling things out, you'll cross them off. If you're like, I know Sector 11 is not an asteroid field, you cross it off. Once you figure out something, you'd circle it, cross off all the other things. And so, as a deduction sheet, you'll be able to figure out where the objects must be in the sky. So.
I was going to say, I really like how you have on the board or on my sheet, I have this little autumn equinox right here. And then if I go and I look at the board, I am sitting on the autumn equinox side. And it's really cool that my sheet has already oriented itself to the board so that I don't have to kind of sit there and figure out where things are. I really like that.
Yeah, each player's score sheet has a different perspective based on where they're sitting on the board, just so that it lines up what you're seeing on the board matches what you're seeing.
It makes
on
it
your note sheet.
Really logical and easy.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Great. All right. Does that make sense for everybody?
That does.
Yes, it does.
As stuff comes up, I'm sure we'll answer some questions along the way, but hopefully that's enough to get us started. All right, Mallory, we'll let you take the first turn.
Cool. So I'm going to, we're going to wait 1 second for.
Okay. Wait for Marco.
Oh, what is the game code?
Yeah, so Mallory's going to create.
Yes, I'm going to create
Oh,
that.
okay.
Before we start that real quick, I just kind of wanted to show off the box art. And look at this box art that, who was the artist again?
Michael Pedro is
Michael
his
Pedro?
name. Yeah, he's a
It's
video
really
game
pretty.
artist and freelance artist that we've been working with on that.
Yeah, the art is very, very nice.
And then the artist for the board.
James Messino is the artist for the board. He's done a couple other games. Dreams of Tomorrow is the one that we saw his
Okay.
work on. And reached
Oh,
out to
yeah,
him
it
for
does.
that. So,
That makes sense. It looks like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
one of the
definitely
challenges
helps.
from the beginning was how do we make a game about space not just be black, and how do we
Yeah.
add a
Make
lot
it
of
pretty.
color to it? And Michael's artwork for the board or for the box was great, and then integrating the different seasons as the Earth orbits the sun and seeing real Earth telescopes as it goes around the board.
Yeah, I really like the equinox.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. I do really like the art. So
Thank you. Compliments to the artists.
Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys close up how to start a new game on the app. So I'm going to hit the start new game, and we're going to do standard mode. The board is double-sided. On the other side, there's 18 sectors, which makes for a harder game, and we're playing the standard mode for this playthrough. So I'm going to collect that and start new game. I am the purple player.
Yeah, and give us the game code too.
It
That's in the bottom
is
left.
right there. It is A2Z4.
All right.
I guess I should probably write that down as well.
sound effects.
I know, I like the sound effects. I don't know if they're being picked up on the camera, but there's some cool. And are we playing beginner experience? Probably not mastermind, but
I can do Mastermind. So it does have a system for giving each player a different amount of starting information, so
Oh,
that you
that's
can
cool.
handicap it a little bit. So
That is really cool.
so you can play at your own strength.
I will go ahead and play at Mastermind.
Oh.
All right.
Get no clues if
I'm-
you all want to get beginner.
Mastermind.
Mastermind.
I'm going to be the odd one out. I'm going to do experience.
Okay, there you go.
So now I'm going to get secret information that the rest of them are not going to get. Don't spoil it, viewers.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Paul and Alex. How are you guys doing? Oh, and you guys do hear the sounds. That's awesome.
I enjoy the sound effects.
I know, I really like the sounds. So here is my prior knowledge. Only I know this. So I know that this is, I need to take a look at what everything is. That. I like a little handy dandy chart that's over here. And I know that this is not that. And
You're brave playing on Mastermind.
I know, against the
What-
person who created it, like, that is pretty brave.
Well, then if I lose, then I'm like, oh, well.
Start game.
All right. So
All right.
I bit off more than I could chew.
And that's it. So do I also start since I started the game?
You
Or
can. I mean, you're the player in the back, so
Okay.
we'll let the purple
so
player
we're gonna go
first.
ahead. I'm gonna set this down, and we'll go back to the board for a second while I figure out what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and I will mention on the app, we all have our own devices with the app. You only need one device that you could pass around, but people can share a device, or
Okay.
everybody can use their own device.
Actually, go ahead and go back to my board. So I can see here are all the logic rules that are on the back right here, and I already know certain things. So this means I I have a head start on the rest of them. I'm going to go ahead and I can also see that here's the cost of how much time everything is going to take. I think I'm going to do do I say what I'm doing?
You do,
or,
yeah.
okay,
You
I'm
announce what
scanning.
you're doing. That's part of giving the game some player interaction. You announce what you're scanning, what objects and sector ranges, but you do not announce the results.
So I am going to scan for comets. And I can only scan in what is currently visible. And the bigger the sector I scan, the less time it takes because it's not as detailed of a scan.
Correct.
So I'm going to go ahead and scan sectors.
And with comets, they can only be in prime numbered sectors, so your scans have to start and end in prime number sectors. The app will enforce that too for you.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, this one won't. Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to do a scan of 3 because that's the only thing that'll let me do right now. So I'm taking more time. All right. And so now I know that this is true.
You do. And it was 4 times, is that right?
Yes, 4 times. You can move me.
All right.
Now I'm going to go ahead and mark this on.
All right. And then I'll go ahead and take, I'm the orange player, so I'll take my action. I'm going to scan for...
Can we do this simultaneously?
Yeah, I mean, you can. You usually wait to see what I do just to get a little bit extra information. And as it rotates, so if you were, Mallory's up here, so her next visible sky is going to be 5 through 10.
Okay.
But we can, you know what you want to do. You can go ahead and do it if you wanted to get a head start on that.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah. Because you do announce, you can have a little more information if you wait for me.
Okay.
And publishing theories is the same way. It's like you can do things at the same time, but there is a turn order for, rules sticklers who want to just make sure that they know what they are allowed to know before they take their action. So I'm going to scan for asteroids in 3 to 6, which will cost me 3 time. 3.
I should have looked at these logic rules a little more carefully before I started doing things. I was just like, I'm going to do things.
Yes.
Now I'm like looking a little more closely at what these logic rules are. So, yeah. Let's see. For those of you who can't see, I'm going to go ahead, while they're taking their turns, I'm going to go and just kind of read out the logic rules. There are 2 comets, correct?
Yep.
And they are only in prime sectors 2, 3, 5, 7, or 11. There are 2 gas clouds, and each gas cloud is adjacent to at least one truly empty sector. There's only 1 dwarf planet. It is not next to Planet X. And I'm not going to go over the expert mode stuff right now. And then there are 4 asteroid fields, but they always appear in bands. So either a pair, so 2 next to each other, or in a band of 4. And there is only 1 Planet X, and it is not next to the dwarf planet, and it appears empty when you're scanning it. And there's only 2 truly empty sectors. And all of this is on the back of my sheet, which is really nice and handy, my little visor. So everything that I need for the game really is behind here and on the app, which is really, really nice. But yeah.
All right, so John took his action. And
Okay,
now,
yeah. Then
as
we're
you
gonna go
can
back to
see,
So I scanned, just to let you know, I scanned, and I say what I scanned for, right?
Correct.
I scanned for comets. So I scanned 2 through 5 for comets, and then I moved 3 spaces because that was 4.
Yeah, you did.
And it tells you on the app too. It tells you how long the time was spent, so you don't even have to think about that. That's pretty awesome. So
I like the sound effects.
All right, so once all the players have moved out of Sector 1, then we rotate the board until it's
So we get to a peer
up to
review.
where we are, and now we're going to hit this theory submission phase. So now, if you want to publish a theory, and if you don't, that's okay, because in the first one especially, you might not have.
And this thing,
anything
it goes
select.
like all the way back around.
Yep.
correct?
Yeah, it'll just keep going
Until we
around and around.
till we found planet.
Yeah.
And what do the target tokens do again?
That's to do the target action.
Okay,
you can
so
only
you
do
can
it
only
twice in the game. Anybody have a theory?
I'm going to go ahead and hold off on the wild theories right now.
Okay. Do you have one?
Let's see. Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna hold off because we have the same information right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna also hold off.
All right. So then we'll rotate it back up to sector 4. And
Okay.
I'm the player in the back, so I will take the next turn.
Wait, if we did the same thing, wouldn't we be in the same sector? You and me?
I think did you do sectors 3 to 5?
No,
Or
I
2 to
did.
5?
I did 2 to
Okay.
5.
You did 2 to 5. Sorry.
Yeah.
Then it was 3 times. Yeah.
Oh.
So you will take the
Trying
next
to-
turn. Sorry.
Okay, so now we're gonna go back.
Okay. You guys did the same scan.
Yeah,
for
we did the
sectors
same
2 to 5.
scan.
Gotcha.
So let's see. So I know what's in here. Okay. I think I am going to. I'm gonna attend a conference just to show what that looks like. So here's the conferences, and I want to know. And I say what conference, right?
Yep.
And is this information public or is it?
You
it
keep
private?
it private
Okay.
also. The results are always private.
So I am going to. I want to know about dwarf planets and comets. So that is a logic rule that only I know, and that's two time
Yep.
that was spent for me.
All right. 2 times for Mallory. Now we're back over to me. I am going to. Let's see. I think I'm going to scan for asteroids again, this time 6 to 9.
My handwriting is so bad. Everyone gets to see it.
All right. 1, 2, 3. And John, back over to you.
All right. I think I am going to scan also. Yeah, I'm going to scan for comets. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, let's do it anyway. In sectors 5 through 7. Yeah, that's all I can do.
You could do 5 to 5 as well if you wanted to. Or target one of those 5 or 7 also.
Oh, interesting. I'll just do this. This is good. Okay.
Okay. And is that 4 time?
Yeah, that's 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
All right, then we'll rotate back up. Now, Mallory, it's
I get
back
to
to
go
you.
again.
Sector 6 to 11 is your visible
I
sky.
am going to scan again. 6 through 11. I am going to scan for dwarf planet in sectors 6 through. I want to only have 3 time. So, what do I have up to? 11?
So there's only one dwarf planet in the game we're playing.
Yeah, in the
Yes.
standard mode, there's 1 dwarf planet.
Okay.
Okay.
Correct.
I'm going to scan 6 through 9 for a dwarf planet. And that's 3 time.
3.
Nope.
All right, so that'll bring us to another peer review or submission, theory submission step. I have my theory ready.
I'm less than confident in the
I'm
answer
less
that
than
I-
confident as well.
All right.
I mean, I don't mind publishing fake papers, but I'm gonna
Oh
hold on.
man,
All right. I will publish there in sector 11.
I'm gonna hold up as well. I feel like I'm scanning for the wrong things.
Interesting.
This is my first time playing this. This is
Okay.
the play on mastermind mode.
All right.
I should have taken child.
The youth mode.
The youth mode. I mean, I'm doing an experience. I only have a little bit more info than you.
And there's a link in the very bottom right. It says conferences and news. If you look at that, you can see what conferences are available. And I didn't mention the Planet X news. Once we get back around here to the 12 spot, we will get a piece of information about Planet X.
Oh, okay.
And the app tells us that it's Planet X and asteroid fields is the information we will get. Cool. Once we get that, there'll be some breaking news about Planet X.
Cool.
All right, I'm going to scan for gas clouds 9 to 12.
Gas clouds.
Thank you. And that is 3 times. Okay. And we will rotate up here to John. Sectors 8 to 1 is your visible night sky here.
Can y'all hear us well enough?
Okay. So I want to try to attend a conference because that sounds interesting.
That's what I did. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was like, that sounds cool.
Tell me more science
The
things.
conference is sold out.
Oh no. What are you going to do?
Okay, so I just get to select a topic and then it'll give me information. Okay, cool. Do I have to tell you guys what I go to?
You do.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the conference on comets and gas clouds.
It's a good one.
All right. That's in a lovely location this year.
That is. Where is it located this year?
Hawaii, probably.
Hawaii?
That's the only reason I would have went there.
There you go. That's why I went there.
To the one in Hawaii. All right.
Who doesn't want to go to conferences in Hawaii?
That's true. All right, Mallory, over to you. Sectors 9 to 2.
Ooh, and this is going to be... I need to actually publish a theory this time.
If you can.
If I can. I am going to do another scan. And I am going to scan... What do I know? I know that this is a thing. You know what? I'm going to look for dwarf planets again. I'm just going all in on the dwarf planet. And I am going to scan sectors 10 through... What can I do? Let's see. I think I'm going to do sectors 10. Oh, too far. I know, being 10 through 12. So this is going to take me 4.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Now I know this.
And then we'll rotate in. And
All right.
time to publish.
So now I do have a crazy theory.
You do have a crazy
I do.
theory.
Yeah, I also know this.
I think I'm playing a little reckless here, but
I'm definitely playing reckless.
So I just noticed on the board something I didn't notice before, that the comets, there are only comets located. Oh, because they're only
In
in the
those
prime.
prime sectors.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about me. It's fine.
yeah, we've got that pre-printed there, so there can't be a comment.
You
In
can't
Hawaii,
accidentally
obviously.
think that there's something there.
All right, so you go for, or do I go first?
We all select.
Okay.
And then, so Mallory, do you have a theory you would like to?
Yes.
And then we go in. Yeah, once they're all selected, we go in turn order and place them. So I will go first, and then John, over to you. All right, and then that'll bring us up here. So now,
I'm going to be waiting for a while.
sector 10 to 3 is our visible sky.
Okay, 10 to 3.
All right, I'm going to scan for asteroids 10 to 3. Let's do the whole night sky there.
Alex wants to know if this game can be played solo. Is there solo mode?
Yeah, so that's one of the things we're working on. We've actually found a developer who's developed a primitive AI that can scan through the map. So we're going to be working with him. I mean, you can just play it solo and see how long it takes you to find Planet X, but we're working on, and it'll probably be a stretch goal on the Kickstarter campaign, is to have the app have a solo mode where an AI is playing against you, publishing theories and walking off sectors for you to try to compete against the AI.
Cool.
We've played it a lot solo, just working through the logic puzzle, but we'd like to make it a bit more of a game with the app.
So you're not just playing all the rules yourself.
Right.
So would this move down at all now?
Yeah, that one should have moved in.
Yeah.
Actually, they all should have moved in last time, and then this time they should all be here. Yeah.
This one too?
Yep.
And you can't really see that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, because we hit this.
Yeah.
Got
We
it.
hit that other
Cool.
one.
Yeah. All right, so I scan for asteroid fields in 10 to 3.
Asteroid in 10 to 3. I have a big feeling we're going to lose, guys.
And that'll be 3. 1, 2,
I got it.
3.
I really love these pieces.
Okay, so let's see. Yes, and then after the next theory submission phase, they'll all move in again, and we'll have a peer review.
So
And
we'll all know whether this one in
Is
Sector
right or
11
wrong.
was right or wrong.
Exactly.
And if it's right, you get points,
Correct.
and nobody else can publish in there.
Correct. So the next theory submission, if I'm right, the next theory submission phase will be your last chance to publish on 11. If I'm wrong,
Gotcha.
then there's no rush.
Now, if I publish and we're both right, we
Yeah.
both get points.
Yeah, the person who did it in the earlier round will get a 1-point bonus for being the first, but everybody will still score the points for the theory.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, I'm going to scan for a gas cloud in sectors 10 through 12.
I don't know why I love that noise so much.
I really like the little app noise.
I agree.
Is that 4 time?
Yep, 4 time. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's going to be where. Yeah.
All right, so now we can publish theories again.
Oh no.
I need to make sure that I
I
am
don't have enough information.
reading this right. I have a logically consistent view, but I'm not sure if it's the only possible view. Yeah. I think we'll know pretty soon.
So wait.
Let's see how based on nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too. Like, I know nothing. What can I try to guess?
All right.
You know what?
I have my theory ready.
I am.
I got my theory ready too. So I'm gonna Mallory will publish first if she
If I can figure it out.
got one. Yeah.
I feel like I should be looking for different things, but I haven't been. I am going to take a wild stab.
All right.
Wait, is that the right one? Yeah.
Okay.
That's something you just. I'm
I'll
sitting there
publish
going
there.
like, what did I publish again? I don't
Alright.
remember.
So we've all published, and now slide everything in one for the peer review. All right, so we have a peer review in Sector 11.
Moment of truth here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
Ready?
flip this over. All right, and then we can enter into the app. So I have
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it.
submitted that Sector 11 is an asteroid field.
All right, so I'm going to be showing it close up for you guys. Sector 11. Is it an asteroid field? No, it is not.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was wrong on
I'm
that.
still alive. I was taking a guess, and I was like, when you flipped that over, I was like, oh no.
That's the most disappointing sound. Dun, dun, dun.
So that is a one-time penalty for me.
You wasted all of our time.
I did. I wasted the community's time with my wild theories.
I mean, all of my theories right now are all wild theories too. So.
All right, and then after the peer review here at this time, we get to attend. There's some
right.
Planet X breaking news.
Okay. So we hit the Planet X news button?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the same. So just one person can do it, or we can all check it.
Okay, so we have to do the only
It's
one
time
that's
for
there.
X1. Yeah. And
Interesting.
so this is public information. Planet X is not directly opposite an asteroid field.
And opposite is, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and on your sheet they're shaded so that the opposite ones
Oh,
are the same
That's
shading.
nice.
Oh.
Help with that.
That's nice
so.
and easy.
All right.
Cool.
All right, so now it will be back over to Mallory.
Right.
We're back to sector 1 to 6.
Where there are absolutely no published theories.
Yes.
So I feel like I need information about some gas clouds. So I'm going to scan for some gas clouds, and I am going to look sectors 1 through 4, just so I can get that 3 time. It's like the smallest 3 time I can do. All right. So if you can move me 3, John, if you don't mind.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Done.
All right, then back over to you, John. We'll be here in sectors
2
2 to 7.
Okay, 2 to 7. Let's do this.
And the little square, that means empty.
Yeah, that's
truly
a
empty.
truly empty sector. That's what that square is.
That will give me no information. Okay, hold on. Now, you know what? I am going. Oops. No. Cancel that. I'm going to attend another conference.
Okay.
So I'm going to attend a conference on I did comets and gas clouds last time. I'm going to do, I wanted to do asteroid fields. Asteroid fields and comets.
Asteroids feel like a good thing to know. This is not okay. And for the
Turn the phone more to the camera when you're showing your phone.
okay.
All right.
Technical things.
And that moves me up 2. So I go 1, 2.
And people in the audience who are watching, feel free to drop any questions in the chat, and we'll try to answer them as best as we can.
Help me as much.
It didn't help you as much? Oh, poor you.
No, it didn't.
I thought I had figured something out, but now I'm not so sure about that.
I see Bren lurking. Hey, Bren.
All right, so it's back over to me.
Mm-hmm. So,
I think I'm gonna target sector 3.
Oh.
So I will spend a target token. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Target sector 3. All right.
What'd you find out?
Yeah. What do you know there?
Wouldn't you like to know?
And then we're going to go ahead and turn this, and we have another
peer review.
peer review.
Oh,
So do these scooch down first,
They'll
or do we
scooch down
publish
after
first?
we
Okay,
publish.
so we publish first.
So this is your last chance to publish in 10.
Yay.
You know what? Let's go all in on 10.
All in 10?
I am...
Oh, wait. No. Oh, man. That's bad.
What do I want? I don't know anything about any of this. Oh, no, wait, I do know. Okay, wait. This is the thing. And this is the thing.
One of these wild assumptions is true. I just don't know which
I
one it is.
know.
We're about to find out.
Hold on.
10.
I think
Oh, and 5. This is your last chance to publish in 5 also.
on 5.
Oh,
If it's
and
right.
5?
If it's
Oh,
right.
I'm already in there.
I don't.
I'm probably wrong, but I'm already there. I don't even remember what I published, to be
Let's-
honest.
Let's do some crazy guesses. Okay, I'm ready to
Right.
publish.
All right, Mallory, you first.
Oh, God. Ooh.
I want to get in on some of these points, like my crazy 11 guess. I don't know. That's
Okay,
I'm
let's
basing
see.
things off of the fact that that could be right.
Okay, so I do know that this is true, which means that this and this are a thing, which means that
That is not a thing. That is not a thing. This is really informative, everyone. I'm just like, this is a thing, and that is a thing, and this thing is not true. You know what? Let's do this.
All right. And John? You
because I
ready?
can. I don't know if it's true or not.
Publish in 3.
If that's true, oh my goodness.
Okay. So
Wow.
everything slides in
Oops.
one space as it goes through the peer review.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
7's all the way also. So we'll go through them in order.
Okay, so we'll do 5.
Start with
Here, I'm
5.
gonna go ahead.
Asteroid.
5 and asteroid
Review.
field.
Let's see. Sector 5. Asteroid field. It is.
Oh,
wow.
So then
All
we reveal
right.
everybody's. Ooh, Mallory, you had
was
published
wrong.
a comment, so that'll cost you 1 time.
Oh, sad day.
You'll lose your comment token. Next up, Sector 7. So John thinks Sector 7 is a comet.
Yeah.
Sector 7 is a comet.
All right.
You are
Sector 7
correct.
is
Yeah.
a comet. Well done.
I'm gonna go ahead and mark off everything else so that I don't confuse myself.
Yeah, so you can all, now everybody knows it's a comet. No one else can publish in Sector 7. And then Sector 10. I have a hunch about what this is. Oh, I don't know if that's what I thought it was.
We're
Let's
about
see.
to find out.
Let's see.
Sector 10, dwarf planet.
Oh,
No,
that's
it is
rough.
not. Yeah,
Alright.
it is not a dwarf planet.
So you'll get 1 more time.
So should mine come up too?
No, yours will stay there until it gets peer reviewed.
Gee, I wonder what you put also down there as well.
I base my information off of your bad information.
Maybe
Dang
you
it.
shouldn't have done that.
Yes.
All right.
I think I'll stop tracking that now.
Yes. I wouldn't call this a social deduction game, but there is elements of.
Okay. I wish I could. So I can never try to guess again where a dwarf planet is.
Correct, because
Because
you
I
yeah,
wasted it.
you wasted our dwarf
No,
planet,
I know
so-
where it is now. I was taking a 50-50 shot, and
Nice.
now I know.
Yes, it's a little risky on the dwarf planets there. All right, so John, back over to you. Sectors 4 to 9 are the visible sky for you.
Okay. 4 through 9 is visible. I'm going to scan.
There is an asteroid field here.
Yes, Sector 5 has an asteroid field. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that now.
I'm going to scan for asteroid fields in 6. No. 4 through 9. That'll move me 3. Asteroid 3. Okay. 4 through 9. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
An asteroid field, so we know this.
Oh man, okay. What do we know here?
Bryn says that he's been looking forward to this one. Looking forward to seeing this. And he also is complimenting you on your camera work.
What do I know? I think
I've been looking forward to this too.
I think I'm gonna go to a conference.
Ooh, which one are you going to? And where's it at?
This one is probably in the Midwest somewhere.
Oh, okay. Not as exciting as Hawaii.
Let's do gas clouds and asteroid fields.
I think gas clouds is like, I've done absolutely nothing with gas clouds so far. I feel like I should.
All right. There's 2 times.
Okay. And so now it's me.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to scan. And I am going to scan for asteroids. And I am looking through sector 6 through that's what I'm gonna do, which is a 4. I'm taking all these like big ones over here. All right.
4 times?
Yep. 4.
4.
Tilt it more towards the camera. away from the
Sorry.
light.
I keep forgetting. So here, I'll go and just do it again so that people can see. So I scanned asteroid fields 6 through 8. And that is what it told me. So from that, I know it is here.
All right, so it's time for submitting theory again.
We can only submit 1, right?
Correct. Well, everyone
wait.
selects.
Oh, that's right. I'm last. I go last.
Right.
So I go first, right?
Yeah.
So can I put one in?
Yeah,
6?
you can. Yeah, you can both publish there. You'll just stack it on top, and if it's right, you'll both get credit.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. So now we slide everything in, and we'll have a peer review in 6
Okay.
and in 11. So we'll start with 6. Is 6
Go ahead.
the asteroid?
6 asteroid.
All
Yes, it is.
So we'll reveal these. You both got that.
Yay. So then on my score sheet down below, I just mark it as just do I just put like a 1?
You
or
can add it up at the end.
add it up at the end? Okay.
Yeah.
How do I keep track that I publish that? I guess they just stay.
Yeah, they'll just stay
They'll
out
just
here.
stay.
So at
Alright.
the end, you'll count how many of yours are in the innermost ring for the bonus points, and then
Gotcha.
you'll add up all of them.
That makes sense.
All right.
Okay, now we're going to do another
Ooh,
peer review.
I am 20% confident.
20%.
20% confidence.
You had
This is how science is
You
done.
had the
Yes.
peer reviewers do all your hard work.
And this is a gas cloud.
Oh,
Ba-da-dum.
ba-da-bum.
Ba-da-bum.
So you will suffer a one-time penalty. Let's go here. All right.
I'm so
then
far ahead.
we will rotate back up to orange, which is me. All right.
Okay, well,
Let's see what we do.
now I know what it's not, though. See, and that
Right.
was important information.
That helps.
Thanks for dropping in, Alex.
He said he's going to watch the rest later.
All right.
Bryn says that the side facing the other players is so colorful. Like this, is there plans for this side to be colored?
Yeah. These are just prototypey right now. But the design of the inside of the screen will probably mirror the design of the app.
Oh, that's cool.
So it sort of feels like a control panel or something you're interacting with.
But that'd be
That's
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. What do I know? And how can I get the rest
Yeah,
of the information?
Just as a disclaimer, this is a prototype. It's a nice prototype, but it still is a prototype. And it also, stretch goals on Kickstarter will definitely like change what some of the final pieces look like, I'm sure. But for the most part, the board art is mostly final.
Yeah, I think the board art, the graphic design, we're still having a graphic designer take another pass at this. Yeah, it's always neat to see the products come to life because it starts off with just a very simple black and white board, and then you add this piece and you upgrade the graphic design.
Right.
And we have very many different versions at different stages. This one's getting close. The art is nearly final, and then graphic design will be the next pass on this.
And if you guys are in the DFW area, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, this will be at Game Fest, this prototype to be able to play for yourself, which is at the Sheridan, and that's from Friday through Monday, correct?
Correct. The 16th through the 19th.
The 16th through the 19th at the Sheridan at Game Fest. And I believe they still have tickets for sale. You can either buy, and tickets get you to both into Anime Fest and Game Fest. And you'll be able to check out this game there. As well as all the other games that are up behind us, pretty. They'll have those for demo and for sale because you'll have Lanterns Dice there as well for demo.
Yeah, we'll have Lanterns Dice for sale and for demo. Oh man, I think.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
I'm distracting you. It's my plan, my master plan.
It's working. Let's see. Gotta remember what I scanned for. I mean, it's just gotta be that, right? I think so.
And it's going to hit another peer review before I get a chance to go again.
Yeah, those big.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm taking these big turns.
All right. I'm going to do Dwarf Planets 9 to 12. I think is that what I want to do? I'm not sure. Yeah. You know where it is, but you can't publish on it.
I do know where it is, but can't publish on it.
All right. So that is 3 times. 11. All right.
Go. All right, John. Mr. Green Observatory.
Interesting. Okay.
I really love how each of these little prototype pieces are
A model of an actual observatory that exists in the world. That's a really cool feature. I know that it'll be a stretch goal, but it's really cool that these are real observatories.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about them. Getting 4 different miniatures that are all different colors will be expensive molds, but that's what we'll have. As a stretch
That's
goal.
what stretch goals are
Yeah.
for.
Well, I want them in my game, so just have a lot of backers. Could you just do that, please?
You'll have to do what you can to help us get more backers.
I know like 12 people.
All right.
There you go. All 12 of them. I know. I really want these to be in.
Okay. Sorry. What did you scan?
He scanned for dwarf
4
planets.
9 to 12.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought was happening too, and I was wrong. So we'll see if you're right. I'm going to scan.
And we know it's not in 10. Thank you, Mallory, for that information.
You're welcome. My wrong little guess over there. Okay, so comments are only here. What interacts with comments? Does
I'm
anything
going to
interact
scan
with
for
comments?
a
No, unless you've gone to a conference that tells you something.
asteroid field, and I can scan from 8. Right?
Yeah.
I'll scan from 8 to 12. That's only 3, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You know, I forgot what that is.
Well, we're about
Oh.
to find out.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
I think I know
So
what it is.
can you? I'll just put 3, 3.
Oh.
1, 2, and 3.
There we go.
I wish I could know what your result there was, John.
Uh-huh.
All right, so it's time to publish.
Thank you, Brent, for
again.
linking that. And I get to go first?
Yeah, everybody picks what they.
I know what I want.
Publishing, and then once everybody is selected, you can wait till
Oh.
everybody picks.
Sorry.
I'm so eager. I'm like, I'm pretty
that's
sure I
good.
know this one. I'm
Awesome.
so excited.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that is. Well, that is. Oh, you know what? That one's gonna. No, I'm not in a hurry.
If this one is correct, it is 100% just
I'll put that there. I've
random
got time
in
to do
the...
some peer review stuff.
All right. So slide everything in.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's the end of that, right?
That
Yeah.
is. This is your last chance.
Okay,
to
let me
Oh,
let me
okay.
do that
You're
because
gonna
I
guess
You
again?
think you know,
no
but you don't want to miss out on the points.
I know that one.
If you're wrong and we're right, you will lose a time for.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm right though.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm right.
So then this one moves forward.
That I'm wrong, but I'm
This one.
right.
Okay.
This one.
All right.
Just
Okay,
to clarify.
So which one do we start with?
We go in clockwise order
Clockwise,
from
okay.
1. Yeah. So we'll start with 3 as
Okay.
a comet.
Peer review.
I targeted that. So
Sector
Yeah,
3
I was
Yep.
pretty positive of that too.
is a comet.
All
Yes,
right,
it is.
Everybody got that.
We all got it.
All right.
Yay.
And then sector 8.
Okay.
I could peer review this.
Is I'm guessing that's a no.
That would be my guess.
Yeah.
Better it up.
That is not an asteroid field there, Mallory.
Thanks.
All right. So we'll give you your one-time penalty.
Sad.
And
to
10.
So
say.
10.
Oh,
We
right.
don't have to enter that into the app if you want to
Ah.
save some time because it's.
Didn't we already peer review this
We-
theory?
We did,
We did
but
peer
I still
review that.
published.
we already knew that wasn't a thing.
This theory looks familiar.
Oh, but he put it in like the
Yeah,
same
no, I know.
round. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I took my little time penalty.
All right. All right, that makes it my turn again. Let's see.
Oh, we haven't got around to another X yet.
Well, there's not another X clue on this side. There's just the X1.
Oh, you only do this the first round?
Well,
or
it's
no?
the same. There's just, it says go to the X1 news, and there's only one.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see, I
Gotcha.
see.
So it's just going to tell us the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Well, I know a bunch of things, but not super helpful things. Well, actually, I do know this. I know that.
Let's see. What do we got here?
And okay.
Interesting.
All right.
I think that's gonna be there.
Oh, that's
Where
that.
was?
Hey, I'm good at this game.
Where was? Wait. Wasn't there a thing? Didn't someone publish about a gas cloud? No. No. Okay. Me with my information about nothing.
Oh man, what do I know here for sure?
I know I'm like over here like making sure I don't accidentally pick anything that I know for sure isn't in there.
All right, I'm going to do a scan for asteroid fields 1 to 4.
Okay.
All right, asteroid fields 1 to 4.
Bryn says that the sun looks 3D on the board. That's because it is. It is 3D on the board. This is actually a piece that you put in to put the making the Earth rotate around the sun. I don't know what would you call this?
We
piece?
call it the sun board.
The sun board. That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, this piece keeps the sun board on the board and lets it hover and turn. It feels really nice as well. So it is 3D. Good eye. Oh, he also figured that out on his own before I saw the comment. Good job, Brent.
right. So Mallory, it's your turn. Sectors 11 to 4 are visible.
I'm going to go to a conference. And I'm going to go to a conference about gas clouds and asteroid fields. Because I need a lot of that info. And that was 2 time for me.
All right.
All right. There we go. That's what I know now.
Okay. You want to move 2 time?
Yes. 1, 2. And that lets me. That gave me literally no new information. Really? I already knew all of that. That was me not clicking anything.
Eleven became such a mess. I have things scratched out, and I don't even know if that's true anymore. Let's see. I can scan from 12 to 5. Okay. So I can't get to 11, which is what I really needed. But I'm going to use my scan token. All right. Can I scan 4?
You can.
Okay, so what I do is I hit scan and I
You target.
You're
Hit target.
Oh, target.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I go target, sector 4.
And it tells you exactly what's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to move 4.
Yep. Yeah, so it'll tell you that there's an object there, or it will tell you that it seems empty.
Gotcha.
If it's empty, it'll remind you
Okay, I didn't do that right.
That it could be
that
Planet
could be
X.
Planet X. Yes. All right. So now we rotate up here. We have a theory submission
Oh no.
phase again.
Theory submission phase.
Oh no. I don't have anything new. But I feel like I have to. I know like nothing about this one.
All right, no theories.
No, I'm gonna give it a shot. Because why not?
Because why not?
I say go for it.
In the name of science.
Boom.
Whoa, an 11.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a chance.
I don't remember. Wait, what did you say was in there? Oh, I already marked it off, so we're good.
Yeah, I'll put that in 10.
I'm going to get some points for that.
All right. So
Oh, well,
then-
this one's about to go
Yep.
down, isn't it? Oh
Yeah.
no, wait.
You want to take that one back?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to put something different there?
Nope.
All right. Well.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we can push everything in again.
All right,
We'll do
here
a
we
peer
go.
review in 1.
Peer review in 1.
Well, she might not have published that, and it could be wrong.
No, I know I did. No, it's not wrong. But
Yeah.
whoa,
I'm glad you didn't put that in 11.
nice job.
All right. Very good. All right.
Which also means this.
And there's
All right.
only 4 asteroid fields
Correct.
total. Okay.
Yeah, so
So-
you can tell from here there's 2 here, there's 1 there, so the
And
other one is either in
here
2
or
or
here.
in 12. Because each asteroid field is adjacent to at least one other asteroid field.
And if you could just knock over your player aid, then
And then we will all know exactly what it is. Okay. So that also means I gotta look at my little across things real quick. I mean, I already knew those. Need that. What do I have to work with here?
Wait, is that true? Oh my gosh, I don't know.
So there's only one. So, ooh. Do I want to use my target? No, because that means I'm not going to get any new information before.
Well, you will get that information, and you can then, if you target, you can publish on it.
But I can only target what's showing.
Yes, that is correct.
And I don't think I want to really do that because I don't want to waste it. I'm going to attend another conference. We're just going to attend conferences. I want to know about gas clouds, guys. I just super want to know about gas clouds. So we're going to do comments in gas clouds. Yeah.
Oh, I see. If you're more than 4 sectors behind, you can submit 2 theories.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll talk about that as when we get to the end game. All right, so you did a conference?
Yep. So if you can move me to.
I haven't been to that conference, I don't think. Was it a good one?
Yeah, it was in Sweden.
Oh, nice.
So.
All right, so I am going to attempt to locate Planet X.
No.
Oh,
my
no.
Yes.
goodness. Oh,
Hold on, I
man.
need to figure this out.
All right. And so you do not say what you're
Doing
what
for
you're
planets?
submitting.
Okay.
You just announce if it's right or not, and if it's
Okay.
correct, it'll trigger the end of the game. Let me make sure I got this all right. So again, it asks you what sector you think Planet X is in, and what you think is on the left of what object or empty space is on the left of it or the right and the right of it. Congratulations, you found.
Oh my
No!
goodness.
Oh my
So,
god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 5 time. And then, as I mentioned, that'll trigger the end of the game. Now, everybody has one last opportunity to score points, and it's based upon how far back you are from me on the time track now.
Okay.
So the idea is I started looking for Planet X here in Sector 2, and it took me all this time. While I was doing that, you all would be doing something else to try to score points. So
Okay.
if you want to find Planet X, also, you can help confirm the theory, and you'll score 2 points for each sector you are behind me. So I got 10 points for finding Planet X. John, you could do it. If you found it now, you'd get 6. Or if you did it, you'd get 8 because you're that many sectors back.
Okay.
If you want instead to score points by publishing theories, if you're 1 to 3 sectors like John is, you can publish 1 more theory. If you're 4 to 5 sectors back, you can publish 2 theories.
So I can just do it right now?
Yeah, so that's what you do. We're here in the final act. You can publish 2 theories or try to find Planet X for 8 points.
I can't do both.
You cannot do both.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
So
man.
Planet X is worth 6 points to me.
Yeah.
And it's worth 8 points to me.
And how much in correct theory would only be
Between 2
2
to
points.
4.
Two
If
to
you,
four.
if you knew where both gas clouds were, and you would get 8 points for it, and if you were the first to publish about them, you could get 9 or 10 even still. So. But otherwise,
well,
probably finding Planet X is best for you if you know where it
actually,
is.
I think I do know where both gas clouds are. So that would be 4 points, though.
4 points each. They'd each be 4. So if you did publish them correctly, you'd get 8.
Which is the same as
Yeah.
Planet X.
And if you were the first to publish on the gas clouds, you'd get a bonus also.
So yeah. So I think I'm going to go that route.
Okay. John, what are you going to do?
Why would the wild guessing stop now? Right?
What is- yeah, right.
So do I go first then?
You do, but you sort of indicated to
Okay.
John what you would do, so
Oh.
perhaps we should.
Oh, gotcha. So we all like wait and
Yeah,
then
just let him
Gotcha.
decide what he's going to do,
Gotcha.
and then we can go.
Yeah, I
I'm being more verbal for the camera.
Right, exactly.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like the thing is, I for sure have 4 points, but I could sacrifice those 4 points to go for it
To
and
try to
solve.
get
To go
6.
for
So,
Planet X?
Yeah, but here's the thing: solving for Planet X is like fun. So I
it's
want to
really
do,
fun, and it's 6. It's the most points you can get right now. If you know
Yeah,
where
so-
it is, that's
oh,
your
I
best
don't.
bet.
But But
But he's gonna go for it.
I'm going to go for it anyways. Yeah, because I know where it's not.
I think I know where it is.
I know where it's not. So
I'm pretty sure I know where it is, actually.
I'm going to locate Planet X. I'm doing it.
How many truly empty are there? There's 2?
2 truly empty sectors.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I actually know where Planet X is as well.
Yeah, I'm
Let's see.
fairly sure.
What? Okay, so I would get 4 points each for a correct published theory about the gas clouds. But
You did it?
I did it.
All right. So you found Planet X for 6 points. You confirmed my discovery.
Yeah. I am your peer review.
That's
You
right.
know
So
what?
I move 5.
You don't need to move
Okay.
now in the final round.
I think I'm going to do it too. I'm
All
going to look for Planet X.
All right.
So I'll show the... There we go. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, I also have to say... Oh, that's right. I have to say what is in Sector 3 and what is in Sector 5. Well, that's where, that's
in
where I'm
theory-
going.
In theory,
Yes.
you would.
You guys can't do anything else anyways.
Correct.
So...
Yes. The neighboring objects have been peer reviewed. So
I mean, if you get that part.
yeah, if you know where it is, you should know what's on either side of it right now.
Congratulations.
All right.
I also found
Woo.
Planet X.
All right. So you got 8 points
So
for
I
it.
got 8 points.
You got 6 points. We all are
All right.
So then, can you
Discoverers.
tell us how to do
Yeah.
the scoring, and I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
show that close up.
So you click on in-game on the app, and that's if you want to see all the answers, and you can sort of go around and just make sure everybody knows what everybody knows. So asteroid field.
Yep.
Comet, Planet X. Here's in Sector 4. Asteroid field, comet. That
Gas
should be
clouds.
Gas
the
cloud.
gas clouds.
So do you
Yeah.
get those points for that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And the rule about
Yeah,
gas
so
clouds
far
is
on that
they're adjacent to at least one truly empty sector.
Yes.
Which
so,
was
so
9.
here and
So
here.
that's how we knew 9 was
Oh,
not
yeah.
Planet X,
Right.
because it was needed.
So
for
was
the gas
11
clouds.
empty?
No.
Or was it the
The
dwarf?
dwarf
Yeah.
planet is here in 11 or 12.
It's
I
in
didn't know
12.
which.
It's 11.
Oh,
It says
the app
11.
says 11.
I
Yeah.
was wrong.
11.
Yeah.
So this was
So 12 was empty.
this one was
As
empty. So I
And I had not figured out. I knew it was in one of those 2 spots.
I thought it was
Yeah,
in this one.
I had it narrowed down, but I had guessed
Yeah.
wildly. I knew it was in one of these 3, and then I guessed.
All right. And
10, I
then
think. But
four-
anyway.
yeah, Mallory guessed 10 as well.
I
Yeah.
also
Well, I
guessed
went off of her guess because I thought she
Yes.
knew, and I was like, "Ooh, I got this."
All right. So then what you do is you count up how many tokens you have in the innermost ring. Those are the first place bonus points.
none for
So,
me.
I get 1 point.
So I get 6 bonuses for that.
Yeah.
None for
And
me.
then each of the tokens is worth the number of points that is indicated on the sheet. So you
Okay,
just
so
add them up. So like I got
3.
8 for gas clouds, 3 for comets, and 6 for asteroids, and
Okay.
0 for dwarf planets.
So
I got 4.
This is worth 4 and 4?
Two.
Or no, there were 2 each. So this is worth
2.
4 total.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then that is worth 3.
and I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
I don't think I won.
And then I got 8 for Planet X.
Yep.
Got it.
All right. And then you
I'm
add
pretty
up
sure
your
you won.
scores. I think so.
Yeah, I got 17.
I got 33.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I think they did.
What'd you have?
I mean, I don't have to say. It's
That's
fine.
true. That's true. Just show it to the camera.
Just show it to the
Just show it to
camera.
the camera.
Yep.
Yeah, finding those 2 gas clouds was
Yeah, that
pretty
was-
significant.
I knew this one was here. I was pretty sure this one was here, but I didn't know for sure. And I could have guessed those, but I was like, I want to solve for Planet.
Yeah.
And I kept taking these because I knew what they were and they were going to expire.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How do you have so? Oh well, you have 1 extra theory on the board than I do. Yeah.
And he was also first on
On-
theories.
On
Yeah.
this
Yeah, I
one.
was first on that one.
I mean, how many did you have? How many points?
17.
17. I had 15. So we were pretty close because you had this like 1 extra one,
Yeah.
and I got a little bit extra points for
You
Planet
got
X.
Yeah, you got 2 more points than me for Planet X.
Yeah.
And I got 4 more points than you for that one.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the difference.
Yeah.
And these like extra gas clouds with your number 10 and you're being first on all these.
He got
Mr.
six. He got 6 points.
Mastermind, like
Yes.
wow. Never playing with him again.
Yeah, I had done a scan for gas clouds in 9 to 12 and got 1. And then as these started to fill out, I was like, oh, this is the only other place a gas cloud
Could be.
Yeah.
And then because of the peer review you all did with dwarf planets, I ruled that one out. And so then it was sort of like, well, the only place that the dwarf planet and the empty space
Yeah.
for the gas clouds could be.
So at that
was
point
sort
it
of
didn't
just
matter.
pushed them over that way. And then I knew Planet X couldn't be out here because
Of
the
the
dwarf
asteroid
planet,
dwarf
field.
planet
dwarf
was-
planet just kept getting.
Yeah, the dwarf planet was either in one of these
Yeah.
two, so it couldn't have been in this one. So.
Yeah, I think
That's
I did
really cool.
dwarf planets 9 to 12 also, and it couldn't be here because this had to be empty for the gas cloud.
Right.
Right.
And then it couldn't be not in 10 because you all ruled that out for me. So
Yeah.
I pushed it up there, which pushed Planet X had to be clear over on this side of the board. So
Yeah, no, it's a super fun game. I love the part where when you get to go, oh, that's there, which means that's not that, and that's that,
Yeah.
and that could be this or
Yes.
this. Like, it's really fun when you get to that point too.
I wasn't very good at keeping track of my own actions, like in the little action and then the sectors and the result. I wasn't very good at keeping track of that because most of the time it let me know exactly what was going on.
oh yeah.
Or well, for mine, it honestly told me a lot of what was not there versus
Mhm.
what was there. So I didn't really have to write a note. I was just over here like crossing
Crossing
things out.
Yeah, if you scan and get 0,
Yeah, it's
you
like,
can just
oh,
cross
no,
them
no,
off.
no.
Yes.
But the conferences were really cool. I got no dwarf planet is within 2 of a comet, which
Mm.
really didn't help. Well, I guess it kind of did a little bit.
Well, you had found the dwarf planet already by that point.
That would have been so huge for me.
No, I was
That
That
wrong.
information was.
I was wrong. I thought it was
Oh,
in 12
yeah.
and it was in 11. So
Mm.
I wouldn't have gotten those points no matter what. And then I got X is not directly opposite of an asteroid field. So that helped me quite a bit. And then no gas cloud is next to an asteroid field,
Yeah.
which let me know.
It was up there. It
Bas-
couldn't be in 12.
well, Yeah, basically I knew that it couldn't be here, which
Right.
left this one empty for me.
And that's
made
how you
those
were
go
able
over
to
here.
know that
And
that
that's
was
how I knew that
Planet
that was
X.
Planet X. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the gas clouds and asteroids, and because there are so many asteroids, that helped rule out a
Yep.
bunch of things. And so that meant the gas cloud couldn't be here.
Yeah, it also told me that at least one of the comets is next to a gas cloud. And by the time I went to that conference,
Oh, nice.
these were already all full.
I
And this was
gotcha.
the only empty sector
Yeah.
that was next to an asteroid. So I was like, oh, well, there's the gas cloud, which
Yeah.
means this is empty, which means this is the other gas
Yeah,
cloud.
nice.
There's Planet X.
Yes.
That last conference
That was the last one
was
you went
pretty
to?
crucial, for me.
nice.
So that was nice. I didn't use either of my target tokens though.
I used one, and it was actually to search in the sector.
Yeah,
Planet
you
X.
targeted 4, and I
Yeah.
had figured out that was Planet X already. So
Oh, yeah.
That was when it was my turn to target. That was the only unknown, and I knew it was either empty or Planet X. So I was like, well, there's no point spending all that time
Right.
when there's nothing for me to put down and publish in there anyways. So
See, I wasn't sure. According to my calculations, that could have been the dwarf planet because I didn't have a lot of information on dwarf planets. So that's why I just was like, oh, I'm just going to target it.
yeah.
And then once I targeted it, I was like, oh, then that's Planet X.
Well, you
Yeah.
did know that it wasn't a dwarf planet. So by finding that it was empty, you were able to cross off the dwarf planet.
Right,
which is
exactly.
there.
So for a standard, so this is the standard size. For a 4-player standard size, about how long do the games run?
Yeah, it takes about an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
It's pretty consistent, and that was about our time here. Even with
Mhm.
fewer players, you have fewer peer reviews, so
Right.
it doesn't scale linearly straight down. It's a little longer per player at each of the smaller counts.
Okay.
But yeah, when we teach this at a conference or a convention, we can usually get people in and out once they start playing in an hour, even
Okay.
with 4 players.
What about the other side, the 18 sector side?
Yeah, it's a little longer. I think we would probably say it's about 15 minutes per player on this side and 25 minutes on the other
Okay.
side. That's sort of our consistent player
Yeah.
feedback. So on that side, there's 18 sectors and there's 4 dwarf planets,
And then
and then more empty space. So there's more.
these sheets are also double-sided. so that this is the expert mode with the 18 sectors.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm just
and
gonna
so
not
there
mark
are
everything.
6 sectors that appear empty, which is a third of the sky. 5 of them are truly empty, and 1 of them is Planet X on the back.
So truly expert. Have you done Mastermind on the expert side?
Yeah, that's usually what we
Oh.
play during testing.
Oh, then.
Well, okay then. So
Yeah, the starting information does help it get moving a little faster.
Yeah, no, I like that. I chose not to, but it would have been really quite nice.
John wants to know who's ready to play on expert mode.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm an expert. I find Planet X.
you did.
So
I mean, you found
We
Planet
did
X.
all find Planet X.
yeah.
So
Maybe
everybody's
I only
winning.
scored 17 points, but I found Planet X.
I mean,
Yeah.
17's not terrible for my 15 over here.
No, not terrible at all.
Well, thank you so much. And just as a reminder, this is going to be at several cons. It's going to be this weekend at Game Fest here in Dallas, Fort Worth. At the Sheridan, it's going to be at Essen, or in Essen at Spiel. What were the
And
other two?
Pacificon. It will
Pacificon?
be over Labor Day.
Pacificon.
And some designer events. I think Proto Spiel, San Jose. This will be there.
Awesome. And the Kickstarter goes live in October. So if you would like to have more information, follow us on Facebook. You can also sign up for the newsletter on the Foxtrot website underneath the Coming Soon. That if you sign up there, it will send out updates on when this is going live. And it'll also be at BGGCon, which will be after the Kickstarter is over. But you will be able to kind of see how the Kickstarter went at that point, and this will still be there to demo. And it will also eventually be available for retail. But if you want all of the fun, like cool, be part of the action, get to look at all the stretch goals as they unfold, then sign up for the Kickstarter or the notifications for it. Do you have anything else that you wanted to add?
No, just thanks for watching. And yeah, you can go to our website or even just search for planetx.com. We'll take you right to the Planet X page where you can sign up for the newsletter there.
Oh, one more thing. I'm going to go and show off these
Oh,
enamel
nice.
little pens.
Okay, nice.
I'm going to show it off over here. These will be available at cons, correct?
Yeah. So we'll have them at Game Fest this week and
That's
all the
cool.
other cons.
Enamel pens for the Foxtrot logo. So just kind of showing those off. It doesn't have anything to do with Planet X, but I think they're cool. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And this will be a hopefully 1 to 4 player game, depending on how the stretch goals go for the Kickstarter. But definitely 4-player game. And hopefully we can meet all those goals. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more information, and Twitter for more information about the upcoming game, The Search for Planet X. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop it in, and we'll try to answer them after the stream is over.